So a lot of us here, like we've had experience in the military community and a lot of people poise the idea, like, I like to solve problems. I like to lead teams. I like to help. Probably everybody here wants to do those three things in some way, shape, or fashion. How do you drill down on that to find a focus area? I think because it's very broad and it's good to know those things. But what would be your advice to somebody who wants to do those things, but isn't necessarily sure which direction to take it in?
It's a great question. You could think of this in a lot of different ways. So, what I'll say is choose either what ignites your passion, your interest, or what you see as being a real gap within the Salesforce ecosystem. So, you might be tremendously interested in the adoption of dogs. So, you might say, you know what? I want to see whether or not there are any nonprofits that are using Salesforce or want to use Salesforce and identify some use cases where you can start proactively pursuing this niche expertise on how to track different dog breeds and adoption inquiries and how long it takes from the time someone inquires about adopting a dog until they actually adopt the dog. Identify here's what gets me really excited and pursue that. That's one way of identifying like a real match between what excites you and what keeps you busy during the day to help you pay your bills, hopefully. So you end up loving your job. Or the other option that I mentioned, which is identifying what the gap is in the Salesforce ecosystem. And hopefully you can find a way that aligns with a particular area of expertise or passion that you have and pursue it. I actually realized there was a major gap in the Salesforce ecosystem when it comes to end user training. And usually, more often than not, the people who are involved in doing the business requirements gathering and the configuration and the project management to introduce enhancements in Salesforce, usually those people stereotypically are not the kind of personalities of folks who are comfortable getting at the front of a room and speaking or teaching people on how to use it in a way that the non-technical business user understands. And I guess part of it is my background, and part of it is the fact that I'm totally comfortable being at the front of the room when everyone's staring at me. I teach it in a way that is relevant for them. I'm not teaching it to them saying, you see this button over here? Let me show you what this button does. Nobody gives a damn about a button. A sales rep wants to know, how do I find all of those customers and prospects or deals that require attention? So putting it within that perspective makes it super exciting for them. And that's a major focus of what I do as a business. And the only reason why I'm focusing on that is because there's a huge need. And I think the need is so big that if every single one of you decided that from now forward, you're going to focus your careers on the exact same thing, I am not concerned from a competitive perspective whatsoever. There is so much of a need that it would be a wonderful thing for the Salesforce community if all of you decided you all wanted to be training experts on the Salesforce platform.